Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I have another message for us today. So let me go ahead and get into it. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. As we know, there is a lot going on in the cosmos at this time. A lot of fated endings are happening at this time due to the great severing and everybody getting in their rightful places and positions. And so there's a lot of people who are being called out at this time, especially the chosen, to either get on your right path or, start operating in your purpose, doing what you were chosen and called to do here in the earth realm in this divine mission that you are on. So we just had a full moon in Cancer, and also, coming into a new year, a new fresh start, the year of the fire horse, where this year is supposed to free those who want to be free from their bondage and from generational curses and everything that has held you back or kept you stuck and stagnant. So this is the time that this is happening. And so Cancer deals with the home front, family, comforts, and all of that. So there's a lot of truth that is being revealed during this time. A lot is coming up to the surface. Full moons always bring up things to the surface that has been buried, not dealt with, brushed over, avoided, or whatever. But this particular full moon here, a lot is coming up to the surface and truth is being revealed and people are speaking their truth. And this is causing a lot of faded endings and separations at this time. And this is something that had to happen or has to happen in order for people to get in their rightful places and positions of where they're supposed to be in this specific timeline that we're moving into next. And so this is a very, very vital and pivotal period in your life, especially for the chosen who have been doing the healing work, breaking generational curses. And this is a time that your spiritual team wants you to completely tie up loose ends and step into your power and authority to move forward into what they have been training you for this next season of your life. Um, this earth that we're in is a bunch of lessons and blessings, and we have been learning a bunch of lessons on this journey. And so now a lot of you all have reached to the point where you have done the work, you have planted the seeds, and so now it's time for you to reap your harvest that has been promised to you. But there's a lot of you all who kind of straddle the fence when it comes to other people and putting your foot down and putting yourself first. Um, I'm picking up. There's a lot of you who have had to learn a lot of lessons about loving yourself and not allowing people to take advantage of you and, walk all over you like a doormat and constantly give them chance after chance after chance. And all that does is waste your time and energy from the healing work that you have done and all the, blood, sweat, and tears that you had to go through on this journey up until this point. And it kind of sets you back, sets your life back, sets your healing back, your abundance, and everything that is due to you in this season. So your spirit team is calling forth for you all to tie up all the loose ends that you have to tie up in this season, in this energy, because there is a great severing and separation that is going on at this time. And putting yourself first and knowing your mission and being unapologetically about it and not caring about what anybody thinks about you, how they feel about you, what they say about you. You are who God says you are, and that settles it. And for you, where you're going next, you have to be standing your ground and standing firm in your heart space, in your mind, and in alignment with that. Can't be any wavering or any fearing or any shame or embarrassment about who God has called you to be in this time for humanity, for the mission that He has set for you. And so, this is a time for you to love yourself more than you love others, or their opinions about you, or their made up issues in their minds about you, so that you can move forward, because your spirit team has done a lot of work in the background, behind the scenes, in the spiritual realm, to get you to this place. A lot of it that you know, and there's a lot that you don't know that they had to go through to get you to this place. And so it's time for you to cross over into this new earth, pretty much. And so that you can experience the birthright blessings that has been talked about, and the information, the intuitive messages that have been coming through from the light workers for years. This is your moment. This is your time to shine and to break free from anything that was holding you hostage or keeping you in stagnation, causing you delays, obstacles, or whatever. This is your time, and they don't want you to miss your moment. So over this last holidays that we had, and then the full moon being in Cancer, which deals with family. There was a lot of families coming together. There's a lot of families that are scattered from each other, not talking or whatever, due to past issues and situations that took place in the past, and had a lot of people reflecting. So since we are human and we have been conditioned in these certain ways for us to react and respond a certain way during holiday seasons, you could have been feeling lonely, you know, um, wanting to be around family and friends. And so, and you could have also been, wanting to reconcile and make things right with, family members or friends that you hadn't talked to in a while. And it's due to, lessons that you have learned, lessons that they may have learned. And you might have let your emotions take over and get in the way of you staying focused on your mission and listening to your spiritual team. So a lot of you all could have let down your guard, just to have some type of interaction, or to catch up, or to have somebody in your presence that to feel like you're not alone, or whatever it was for you. So a lot of you all could have overrode or override, your spiritual team. Like, you have been listening to everything that they were telling you to do up until this point, but when the holidays came, something started pulling on your heartstrings. And that usually happens when there's about to be a major shift that happened in your life that is going to set you up to live your best life. and to operate in your purpose. So the enemy of your soul and your mission here on earth knows all of that and knows how to pull on your heartstrings. And since you are chosen, you are a natural giver, and you naturally love people, you naturally want, family and community and togetherness and all of that. But there's a lot that go on behind the scenes, that people be projecting and doing things to you that you don't know or you do know, and you just, give it a pass just to, have somebody in your presence, or to feel like you're not on this journey alone, or you're not an outsider, or, always, got to be the black sheep in the situation. But your spiritual team is saying that for me to give you this warning that you need to choose yourself in this situation and the healing work that you have already done. A lot of you all have went through a lot of spiritual warfare up until this point, and they understand that you just wanted some type of relief and some type of reward, but they have all of your relief and your rewards are coming to you in due season. So keep on holding the vision, keep on staying focused, because you don't want to make one wrong move or one wrong decision that cause you to forfeit everything that you have worked so hard for, and set you back and cause you to have to repeat a cycle. So they're telling you to stay in alignment with your healing. And a lot of you all could be seeing, this message could be a confirmation for you. You could be seeing 11:11, 10:10, 144, 12:12 a lot. And they're saying to stay in alignment with your healing and all the work that you have done and put in. Do not forfeit all the work and energy and effort that you have put in to your spiritual journey and path, just for some type of companionship, or to feel like you belong with somebody or somewhere. So they don't want you to take a chance or a risk on somebody that you did not seek them first. You did not get their guidance about this person in this situation. And also for you all who did make a decision without seeking your spiritual team first, letting people, pull on your heartstrings, and for your lack of companionship or support for a long time, you did make a decision. They're saying that you hurried up and, fixed the situation, because once you made this decision, it didn't agree with your level of healing that you have now. And your spirit was disrupted, your energy was disrupted, your nervous system was disrupted, and you knew that you had made the wrong decision by trusting somebody without seeking your spiritual team first, because your spiritual team, they know what people be doing to you in the background. They know what they have done. They can, people can fool people, but they can't fool your spiritual team and your ancestors at all, because they see everything that's going on. And so those of you who all did make that decision during this holiday time, within the last 3 weeks, and then once you had that person or people in your presence, your it didn't align with your healing that you have already done. It just didn't sit right in your spirit. It didn't give you rest and peace. So you knew that you had made the wrong decision, and you took the necessary steps immediately to resolve the situation. And so your spiritual team is telling you that that was the right thing for you to do. And so they want you to know that moving forward, do not compromise. Your destiny and your good luck and fortune. Because one major wrong choice is going to affect your inheritance, your stability and your security, your strong, firm foundation, your success, your affluence, your influence. And so at this point in your life, based on who you are and your mission here, and a lot of you all are very high ranking in the spiritual realm, high priests and high priestesses, you pretty much have to walk your journey alone. And that sucks, because we're in a world that conditions us that we need togetherness and we need people. And your spiritual team know that you do need people, but you need the right people that is compatible with your purpose. And with you holding this office of a high priestess or a high priest, your mission here on earth is very, very important. So they can't allow that to be jeopardized by anybody. So you have to be mindful of that. And a lot of you all have come to terms with that, and you are at peace with that now. But they're wanting you to know that you can do this by yourself. You don't need any social groups, family that are not for you, that does not have your best interest in their mind or in their heart. All they want to do is take from you and deplete your energy and keep you in this argumentative and, always, arguing about the past, not want to take accountability and responsibility for their actions and their part that they played in whatever happened between you all in the past. All of that depletes your energy and sets you back from trailblazing forward and moving forward. And if you're constantly, you know, ruminating that in your mind and your heart every single day, then it keeps you unproductive and from doing the things that your spiritual team needs you to be focused and clear-minded, clear-hearted, your emotions in balance, your nervous system balance for you to be able to do and accomplish. Because this journey that you're on, and this is not just about you in this physical realm, this is about your whole bloodline. You've been chosen to break these generational curses and to bring healing to the bloodlines and everybody the generations that will be coming after you, and be born into this physical realm. You have been the one that has been chosen because you're the one who could do it. You're the one who has the courage, the strength, the inner strength. You have the heart, the mind. You're a visionary. You're a seer. And you're the one that have chosen to bring this ancient knowledge and wisdom through to give to humanity so that they could wake up and remember who they are. And so with that, there's a lot of protection that comes with that that people don't understand. And at times, you have not understood it. And it has blown you away with all the things that you have experienced, and experienced your spiritual team and your ancestors protecting you on all these different levels and bringing you out of situations that were meant to keep you stuck and stagnant or even unalive, a lot of you all, in a lot of situations, but you made it through it. And so they want you to know that you're heavily protected and divinely guided. You have help. They are helping you. It may feel like or look like to other people that you're in this world alone because you spend a lot of alone time. High priestesses and high priests, they spend a lot alone time because they can't be in a lot of situations and environments and atmospheres in order for them to be able to receive the message to bring forth to humanity and to have the strength and the energy to actually take action on what is being told to them by their spiritual team and ancestors. So they're wanting you to know that you're about to receive these blessings by yourself. You have done the work, the healing work. You have been obedient and you have been listening to the instructions that they have been giving you. So it's time for you to reap your harvest. And there's a lot of people who cannot go with you. And a lot of times you want to take them with you because you feel sorry for them. You know, you try to see the best in them. You try to see the light in them, the potential in them. But there's a lot of people who does not match your energy in this season. And they didn't do the work. They just pretended to do it. But like I said before, you can't fool source energy. You can't fool these angels that have millions of eyes, ancestors who see clearly in the spiritual realm what is going on in this physical realm. You cannot fool them. As above, so below, as within, so without. So there's a lot of people who didn't do the work. They was playing around and partying and, lying, cheating, operating their ego, only concerned about their lower chakras. And now they find themselves here. They didn't do the work. They was playing around when it was time to work, do the inner work. And this is why this great severing is happening. They can't go with you. And you have to be okay with that in this season, because trying to take the wrong people with you will only set you back and cause you to be stagnant. And this is why a lot of them are trying to come back to you at this time, because they know they didn't do the work. They didn't store up, their food or whatever to set them up to be ready for this winter season. So they're coming back wanting to pull on your heartstrings because they didn't transform. They didn't do the work. They don't want this cycle to be over. They don't have the energy and the strength to deal with, what is coming. But they know that you do have it. You do have the wisdom. You do have the strength. You have the intuitive insight. You have the willpower. You have the actions. Because they wasn't connected to source. They was looking at things on the outside of them. And so now they're only coming back to drain your energy. But your spiritual team is telling you that you're about to reap your harvest. So don't get distracted. Stay focused because you're about to receive like-minded people, unified love and partnerships, romantic partnerships with a shared understanding, ready to give and take, and not them just taking from you and you always giving, depleting yourself. This is not that. That time is over. People pleasing is over. And you no longer love people more than you love yourself. So they want you to avoid these towers that are going to happen if you don't seek your spiritual team, your ancestors, for wise counsel, how to deal with these people and these situations moving forward. Because this is going to limit your potential and pretty much snuff out your light and cause you to lose your sense of wonder and hope. It's like a transfer of emotions, a transfer of energy. And so you can't allow anybody to use you anymore or manipulate and control you for your energy, for your life force. Because your purpose is great. Your mission here on the earth is great. And it's very important and very vital. And your ancestors are counting on you to stay focused and to seek them so they can lead you and guide you through this path. Because you are the messenger. You have the esoteric knowledge, ancient wisdom, activation codes. You're here to reveal the truth to those who are still asleep or blind to what is really going on, what is really happening at this time. You're here to bring healing to humanity, to your generations, to break free from all of these burdens and to step into their power, their personal power and authority. And how to master themselves, to get out of this stuck mentality, worry, fear, stress, anxiety. So that they can receive their information, their intuitive messages that they need to hear from their spiritual team to complete their missions. And so now it's time for you to live in the overflow. Operate in this high priestess or high priest energy and not be ashamed and not be, swayed by what people think about you based on religion and all of that. So you held the vision and now you are here. And there's a lot of people who have been brought to their knees in this season. There's a lot of people who are under heavy judgment and experiencing a lot of karma at this time because of the things that they have done to chosen seeds. And so God wants you to, the Most High Mother and Father, Source Energy, And your ancestors want you to surrender and let the will be done that is supposed to be done in your life at this time, so that you may cross over and experience everything that you're supposed to experience on your journey and live out your full potential, being the best version of yourself for your highest good. And they also want you to enjoy the journey as well. So this is your time, is your season, it's time for you to shine, and nothing less than that. Do not let anybody hide you, keep you in hermit mode, try to put out your light, or any of that. It's time for you to shine. You have done the work. You have the confidence, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the understanding. And now you're on go time. It's time to break free like this horse, fiery horse, based on the time and the season that we're in now. All right, star seeds, chosen high priests and high priestesses, I hope this helps you all. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day or night wherever you are. Peace be with you.